Hey there, everybody. It's Wayne D. Welcome to the website. It's WayneD.com. And you're looking at my favorite player, Tiger Woods. Got a couple of swings here that are 16 years apart. So this is a swing from 2002. I played in the PGA at Atlanta Athletic Club. Tiger did the Champions Clinic. So he was hitting some drivers, and since I was playing in the tournament, I got to sneak around with my camera, and I got a nice rare behind the view of Tiger. It's prime. It was nice. Camera's moving because I'm holding it. So the thing I really liked about this, it's an interesting swing. We could talk about this all day. Things that he does now that he doesn't do. Doesn't get his arms out in front of him in the back, excuse me, in the backswing nearly as much. It's much more across himself there. Shaft's flatter, face is more open, and he winds it up full. This one's almost there. But it's from right here that I think Tiger now is back on track. I think he kind of got lost and stuck for probably since 2009. So watch the hand path with this driver here, just the initial movement. And you can see that first move of the grip from right here is that way. So what that indicated is that his right side, his upper body, was trying to unwind, and it was trying to put his left arm back out in front of him. His lower body, which had resisted somewhat, this is back when he could really do whatever he wanted. It's a very little hip turn, but when he rotated here, it immediately affected his upper body. So he pulled his left arm out in front of him in the downswing. Now watch what he's doing now over here on the left. It pretty much is exactly the same thing. Okay. Now that wouldn't be so odd. It'd be, okay, great. How long has he been doing that? And the answer is not that long. This is early June. So a bunch of things are good, I think, about that movement where the grip moves out, because it's an indication of a lot of things. It's not that he's physically attempting to swing the grip somewhere, but what he's doing is he's unwinding his body so that it affects the left arm immediately. So the left arm is moved much more out in the direction that it already faces against the body, which is this way. So when the body rotates, he's pulling the left arm out in front of him. It also syncs himself up a little bit, because when he doesn't do this, like let's say we go to a swing in 2015, about that. Now, watch this downswing. So this movement right here, where you can look at the first movement of the grip from here. So definitely radically different from his old swing, where the first move was definitely more out this way. So what this did, I think anyway, is that by feeling his arms dropping, what he's doing is he's delaying the rotation of his upper body. And if the lower body rotates like it usually does, it gets out ahead of his upper body. But he can't unwind his upper body and get his arms back in front of him when they're dropping behind him, and his left arm is staying wedged across him. So if you look at where that is compared to where this is, and then you look at where that is compared to where this one is, his hands are way more out in front of him now. So the club really does not look like it's ever going to get stuck here. If you look at this one, it looks doomed. So you can see look at the difference in the unwind of the shoulders. So here Tiger's just hit the ball, his left arm has disappeared. Here you can just see that the upper body is much more closed. So when did this happen? I have no idea why it happened, but I look at swings of Tiger's all the way from 2000. Here's a clip from 2000. If you watch the one on the left, you can see the hand path is even more out here. So from here to there, it's even past the ball. So I showed you the 2002 driver swing, and we can just kind of keep going. If you go up to 2004, something to kind of remember is that Tiger crossed the line till about 99, and then 2000, when you saw that swing, I guess that's when Harman got him to keep his right arm in front of him, and then he just put the thing up on plane where he didn't have to uncross the club. So at that point, his move was more hands out, and you can go all the way through 2006, and you can still see how the hands are working outward. That's pretty obvious, right? And then you get to 2009 and 2010, and you start to see some differences. Now this is a famous shot at Firestone, but watch the difference now in his hands. So in that case, what he's doing is he's squatting and lowering, so he's adding hip flexion and he's compressing into the ground, but at the same time he's allowing his arms to fall back. So in essence, he's shallowing the plane. The shaft is not changing angle at all, but the grip's going backwards. This grip's going behind him, right here. Now, as good as he was able to play with that, still be really good 2009, then all the rigmarole happened. And you can go through 2010, 2012, and you'll still see the same thing. Now, my thought is that Foley was actually trying to help him with this. Tiger's never really healthy with Foley. Let's watch the hand path here. This is 2012. Again, first move, down. And then we get all the way up again to this year, and we see something very different. So I think it's pretty cool that Tiger has changed back to something he used to do. He may not, I think he's pretty conscious of it. I would guess that the feeling that he has here, which is the way I like to use an analogy is the throwing and hitting. I know it's not mechanically exact, but the idea of if you were throwing or hitting, you'd actually be looking at the target. So if you get up like to here and turn your head and look at the target, what you'll find is the grip will immediately move outward. If you leave your hands where they are and you let the turning motion take your left arm around. So that's what he's doing to me. He's simply up there with the club. He's just going to open up. He knows where that club is. All right. So that's Tiger. A little history of his hand path, and I think he's really on the right track.